Alright guys, we are in part 2 of the C5 bumper. Just catch you up to speed here. We got obviously the bumper off. I took the brake light out here. That was a 7mm, just 2 bolts, took that out. And then I took my lettering off. I just used a blow dryer and just got it off with my finger and took all the little inserts out. So everything's ready now. I did start sanding. So what I did was I actually sanded this a little bit too already, but this I'm sanding with 600 grit, and then I have a gray scotchbrite scuff pad that I got in the grooves and stuff here. I'm going to go over that a little bit more though, and then the rest here is 1000 grit. So I'm using 1000 grit with the interface pad on my DA, and I'm just going to run over everything I can get with the DA, and then I'm going to come back with that gray scuff pad and get all the edges in here and lettering and whatnot. Whatever I can't get with the DA, I'm going to hit with that. And then I am going to be taping this part off, so I'm going to have a little bit of a lip for clear coat, but I'm going to do it right in this corner here. The reason I'm doing that is because how it's resting on my stand. That way I don't have to put anything under it. I mean, I could prop something up, but I feel like it's just going to be easier just to tape this off and just have a little bit of a ledge, and then you'll never see it. Nobody will ever know it's there. So, and I am going to come around and scuff all this, and I will shoot that with clear too. So I'm going to continue sanding and get this thing all ready. Alright guys, just wanted to say the reason I'm using an interface pad is, if you guys don't know what one is, it's a lot more forgiving, especially like on this lip here. So now if I didn't have that interface pad, it would just be like a jagged edge for my DA, and that would mean that when I come up to this edge, I'd be digging into it, where this interface pad is more forgiving, and it'll kind of push down and bend your pad. That way you're not creating an edge on a lip or burning into it and potentially burning through your clear coat. And once that happens, you're basically screwed, and you have to paint that whole area, where if I burn through this, I'd have to end up painting this pewter color again. And that is what I'm trying to avoid. And another thing too is, now when I'm sanding this with 1000 grit, trying to get a good angle where you guys could maybe see this. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not. There, you can kind of see it. So now what you're seeing here is some dull, and then there's some shiny spots. So what this is doing is it's sanding down the clear coat, and what you're seeing is basically like an orange peel on the clear coat. So you're smoothing out the clear coat, but you're not sanding that whole area. You're just getting the high spots, and what you want to do when you're doing this is get down to where it's all dull. But like I said, you don't want to burn through your clear coat, but you want to have a good sanded area for when you recoat this with your clear coat. That way everything sticks good and you're not going to have any flaking issues down the line. But I just wanted to point that out, because when you do that initial, and that's why I cleaned it too in a clip you'll see, is so I can see how much more I need to go. But like I said, I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to burn through the clear coat. I don't want to repaint this. I just want to paint this, and then I'm clearing the rest. So we're going to continue. Alright guys, so not gonna lie, I forgot to record what we were doing here, but I just want to show you. I'll give you like an example. So I have the 3M vinyl tape. This is I believe 1/4 inch, and I'm just gonna kind of show you guys how this works. And I did it around this ledge here, as you can see, and then obviously we've masked it some more, but I'll show you guys how it goes like around a corner. So all you have to do is literally just stretch it a little bit and just run your finger, and it's literally just, it'll go exactly how you want it to go. And that way you're not going to get that like jagged edge look if you just use like, say, this yellow tape. Otherwise you're going to have that kind of like notchy look, which does not look good. So the 3M vinyl tape is going to be way more flexible and way better around the curves and edges. So that's what we did, and then we just, this is some awesome tape job here we got going on, but just taped the rest and masked it off, and that's where we're at with it. All right, guys, so we got our paint here, our base coat. We had this mixed up at the auto parts store. So what we got is, I'm just putting 4 ounces of the base coat, and just make sure whatever brand base coat, clear coat you get, you check the instructions. So mine is a 1-to-1 mix. So I'm just gonna do 4 ounces of base coat, and then I have my reducer, and then I just did another 4 ounces, so I mixed a total of 8 ounces, and that was just a 1-to-1 mix, and put it in my cup here, and we're going to be spraying it. Alright guys, so when you're shooting base coat, I'm going to be around 25-27 psi. So I'm kind of lucky with my gun. I have a digital psi, so it's at 25 right now. So if you don't have anything to check your psi on your gun, make sure you buy one that screws on. And this here is actually another filter just to clear out any other contaminants that I might have through my line after it runs through my filter setup here. So that's just an extra insurance to have on here. So I'm set at 25, and I'm going to go ahead and shoot this black, or what have you. Alright guys, I'm going to show you the line here, the tape. Hopefully it doesn't look like crap.
And what have you?
What have you?
I don't know what shit was on the rag.
Still there.
I think it's scuffed enough. We'll wait a couple years when it peels. Endure.
We both redo our bumpers together.
Your car's got such a fat ass you can't reach all the way around it.
and what have you.
Oh, yeah.
And what have you. All right, guys, we painted Burnley's bumper here, and we just cleared it, and she's looking glossy. Burnley hates it.
I think it looks sexy as hell.
I wish I had better lighting in here right now, but... And this was the red bumper that was on his 89 Mustang?
87.
87. Keeps getting older.
Keeps getting older, yeah.
So, it's no longer red. Alright guys, sorry for the horrible job of videoing that I did. But this is the final product now of the C5 bumper. She is now black on the bottom. Everything went really well other than I messed up my clear coat. I mixed it wrong. I didn't put enough activator in it. And I said, screw it. I mixed another batch up and I just went for it. So I guess we're going to see what happens. If I got to repaint it later on down the road, I guess whatever. Huge mistake. I guess we're just going to roll with it. So lesson learned, if you're mixing your own stuff, just make sure you are looking at your mix ratio. I actually was mixing it because Burnley here had a different clear coat and his mix ratio was 4-to-1 and mine was 2-to-1, and I mixed mine 4-to-1, so I didn't have enough activator in, so it might just take longer to dry. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the integrity of the clear coat too much, but I did one coat with that and then I realized what I did. But Burnley's came out awesome. So I mean, mine came out good too. We're just gonna see what happens with the clear coat in the long run, I guess. There was a little bit of trash that got in, which is expected, especially in this black. You're gonna really notice it, but not too bad actually for doing it in the driveway. So yeah, I guess I don't know what else to say other than I hope my clear coat holds out. And then we are going to be working on something else. I'll pop the video in right here. Look what just came in, guys. My Speed Engineering headers for the C5. Fast shipping. I bought them on Sunday evening and Thursday morning, and they're here. So we're gonna get these babies on here hopefully within the next week or two. I had to finish that bumper up. Alright guys, so as you've seen, the headers for the C5 are in. That is going to be the next install. Super excited for the headers. I think they're going to really make my car a little bit louder. Getting rid of the cats that are on it. It's going to be catless X-pipe. I think I'm going to use the X-pipe that came with the Speed Engineering headers instead of reusing the one that I have on mine. Otherwise I'd have to cut the cats off, and I don't know how everything's gonna work, so I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. I kind of got a weird situation with the X-pipe that I have on it, because on the headers for the Speed Engineering you actually have to cut off some of the H-pipe, your stock H-pipe. Well, mine no longer has that, and my X-pipe is back further, so I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room, but I'm gonna see if I have enough wiggle room in the actual setup of the headers, because they are slip fit, so I might just pull them out a little bit. And I am welding all of the joints except for where the mid pipe connects to the header. So it'd be header pipe, X pipe. It's the pipe that hooks onto the header is what I'm gonna leave clamped, and then I'm welding everything on the way back. So yeah, so that's what we have for the C5, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. If you guys like the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys.